All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday's mobility class. Today is shoulders. Oh my God. Anybody feeling like this lately? Like your shoulders are creeping up into your ears and your neck is just feeling so tense, tension, stress. It loves to live up here. So this class won't just help you to improve your shoulder mobility, but it will relieve this tension that we're holding. Oh my God, it's like I'm carrying a backpack. I don't know what it is, but this will definitely help on multiple levels. My name is Tamara, and I am here with the University of California, Davis, delivering these free classes to the world so that you can continue moving and taking care of yourself at home. Doesn't matter if the gym is closed, we got each other here. So please stick with us, continue to practice with us. We love knowing that you are following. And if you're loving these classes, please send me a message, thumbs up, a like, whatever it is. Just let me know that you're watching out there. That's the most satisfying thing for me. All right, so shoulder mobility. Today we will need my favorite tool, a tennis ball. A lacrosse ball also works. And we'll also need a yoga block or 2 yoga blocks if you have at home. You can also replace the yoga block with a thick book. That helps too, because we're going to be getting into the chest area. So this is something really interesting about shoulder and neck tension and pain that some people might not be aware of. And we feel pain and tension back here when the front, this, rounds forward. When this becomes tight, then this starts to suffer all sorts of aches and pains back here. So sometimes we're like, oh my God, my shoulders hurt, my neck hurts, and I need to rub or stretch or someone give me a massage back here. And yes, that will help and you will feel relief, of course, but the culprit is here. The culprit is the compression and tightening here. So some of us, and also the head jetting forward. So what we need to become more aware of is improving our posture, taking our shoulders back, and bringing our head above the center of gravity. And you can also check out your workstation, your desk, and see how that is contributing to that poor posture and just chronic tension and pain of the neck and shoulders. So definitely sit up straight at your desk and try to sit in a way that your elbows are bent in about 90 degrees to work. So you're not reaching forward and you're not looking forward with your head, but you're back here. And that your screen, instead of being down here, I know people who work on laptops, it's hard, but instead of having the screen down here, you can put a big book under and raise the screen so it's more at eye level, and get yourself a separate keyboard so that you're not typing up here, but down here, right? I hope this makes sense. So a separate keyboard that is level with your arms and shoulders, and the screen level with your eye vision. And that is key. So if you can adjust that at your desk, I think you're already going in the right direction. Okay, and now let's get to our movement practice. So clear a space on the floor. We will definitely be rolling around on the floor a lot and opening up this neck and shoulder area a ton. So now that you have your space, and you have your tennis ball, let's get started. So let's come to standing. Let's see, do we have enough space? Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna tilt this a little bit higher. Okay. All right, so first, let's start just warming up the shoulders, taking them in circles, back and down. Very simple. Now we'll be moving and practicing for almost an hour, 50 minutes or so. So we'll go through a lot of different exercises. Hopefully, some of these exercises you can remember so that you can repeat at home on a consistent basis, because that's where the success will lie, in following these practices on a consistent basis. All right, now letting the shoulders be loose, very softly bringing your head towards one ear, and then bringing the chin forward. To the other ear. And again, forward. And to the other ear. Once more. And back to center. Let your arms swing out to the sides, switching which arm goes on top. Just warming up first, bringing a little bit of movement, a little bit of circulation to the shoulder area. All right, now one arm at a time. Let's start with our right arm out, turn the palm up, and then reach with your other hand, reach over your head for the right ear, and gently, very gently, allow space on the right side of your neck. Take deep breaths. And don't pull yourself hard. Just gravity. Let gravity be the therapist here. And slowly lower the right hand down. And now, also gently with the head, this time bring your chin down towards your left armpit. And if it feels good, you can move the right arm and maybe explore the sensation here of stretching the side of the neck. I highly recommend opening the palm facing up and taking your thumb back and then down. Little circular motion here, reaching back and down. And slowly release. Move slow, because if there's a lot of tension in the shoulder, then it can feel very intense to do these these stretches. Let's go to the other side, holding the ear, left arm out. Breathing, long exhales, and allowing the long exhale to soften, to open, to release the left side of your neck. And now gently bringing your chin down towards the armpit. Oh yeah, and lowering the arm down, taking the thumb back and down, maybe coming into some small and gentle circles here. Noticing maybe one side feels different than the other. Chances are they do. And slowly, bring your head back to center. All right, and now swinging your body. And as you swing, let the arms go very loose. But then as you come to the end of your twist, make fist with your hand and tap your body. So we're tapping right here in this space between the shoulder and the chest. And behind you, tap right below the shoulder blade. And don't be shy to really tap strong. Go for it. Turn to look all the way behind you. And slow it down. And let's focus right here in this chest area. Little King Kong action. Tapping, tapping, tapping the chest. You can open your mouth. Tapping, tapping, tapping. I know it might be ridiculous, and hopefully you feel ridiculous and you can get over it, because seriously, bringing awareness and health to our body requires us to break out of the habitual patterns. And to do that, it's uncomfortable. And it's good for you. So get uncomfortable, get over it. Don't be so self-conscious. Nobody's watching, and if they are, laugh with them. Big deal. Nothing's gonna happen. All right. And now I am coming with my fingers in a little bit more detail to really press into these muscles here. And it's quite tender. You'll notice that it can be a little bit painful at times, and it's because it's so freaking tight in there. This area of our body receives a lot of tension. We're constantly doing everything in the front of our body. Everything is out here. So these muscles are overworked. So give them a break. Open up your arm and feel and press on these muscles. We're going to be pressing on them harder with the ball. So this is a warm-up. Go to the other side. And it's also important to become aware of our body, become aware of the areas that need attention. So this area might not receive your full attention. You might think that you're stretching your body, that you're stretching to release tension in your neck and shoulders, but you're probably not stretching this part because this part is hard to stretch. You need to take your arms back to stretch it. And that's what we're going to do next. Okay, so let's do this standing. Take your feet wide, bend your knees, and if you can't reach your hands to interlace behind, no problem. Grab a towel or a strap. So anything that can help you to reach behind your back. If you're using a towel or a strap, hold it with your thumbs out. So not like this, not thumbs in, but let's hold it with thumbs out. All right, so either you're holding that strap or you're interlacing your fingers. All right, knees bent. Take a deep breath, lift your arms away from your body. Open the chest, open the front of the chest. Deep breath. Long exhale. Take 2 more big breaths, breathing into the chest area. Take 1 more big breath, open, 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 and exhale, bend the knees, hinge your hips back, and fold forward. Release your head, let it drop, and lift your shoulders away from your ears, meaning don't let this happen, but take the shoulders away from the ears. So you're actively lifting the shoulders away and reaching the arms up. Everything else releases, neck release, spine release. Let the knees be gently bent. And you can even sway a little bit here, side to side, feels good. Take the feet wide. And release. Stay in your wide-legged position. Hinge the hips back. Reach forward with your fingers. And let your head rest between your arms. A little bend in the knees. Squeeze the legs towards the midline. Lift your toes. And deep breaths here. Breathing into the back of the ribs. 2 more big breaths here. And slowly bend the knees and roll the spine up. All right. Well done. 1 more shoulder warm-up exercise. Let's start with the right arm, taking it out. And I'm holding this chest area with the other hand just to become aware of my chest. Small circles. And then the circles become a little bit bigger. And bigger, and bigger, until you can reach the arm in its full range of motion. Big, big, big circle. And the opposite hand helps to stabilize, so I'm not compensating by turning my torso around, but I'm really focusing on the shoulder girdle. And coming back to small circle. Small, 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 small. And now change direction. Go in the opposite way from small to big. All the way big, all the way big, as much as you can without compensating with the rest of the body. And just notice if there's a point where it clicks, notice that. And bring it back smaller. And of course, if there's any pain, don't go that way. The pain is a signal, it's an alarm that's telling you to not do that. So listen to it. All right, next side. Small. Becoming bigger. And bigger. Until you come to your fullest range. And becoming smaller, 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 smaller. Stay small and change direction the other way. And getting bigger, bigger and bigger. Full range here. And back to small. Actually, we're done. Okay, we're done. Shake it out. Great. Now let's go back to that towel. If you have a towel or a strap, I actually have an elastic band, and this is actually ideal, but no worries if you don't have an elastic band. We will, it's okay to do it with a strap or a belt or a towel. Okay, so let's hold our strap pretty wide. So we're starting as wide as we can. This is as much as this band allows me, holding it double. And go ahead and reach it up and back behind you. And let's do this about 5 times on the wide setting. Notice where it gets really sticky, which is kind of back here for most of us. Back here, that's where we're stretching our pec muscles. So if you want to stay there and make a little emphasis in this area, that's really where we need to improve our stretching, our mobility for the health and well-being of our shoulders. All right. And now, a little bit more narrow. Inch your way in. And repeat 5 times. Whoa, you'll probably notice that it gets a little bit more difficult. Of course. And remember, if there's intense pain or pinching in your shoulder, back off to a wider setting or just hold statically. So if going around is too intense for you, you can fold forward and just soften and let gravity do the work. It's another good one. After you've gone 5 times, narrow it a tiny bit more. This might be right on your edge, so go slow Test it out, test it out. Oh man, it's right on my edge. Oh. Go slow. If it's too much on your edge, fold forward and let gravity do the work. Oh, there it passed. Come up. Ah, slow breathing. Don't force it. Whew. Last one, I'm going to do it with gravity. Oh, and roll up. That feels really, really good. Okay, very good. And let's come to, now that this is really warmed up, let's come to the wall and place your hand with your fingers facing behind you, facing back. So I'm going to use this side here, and bring the hand about shoulder height. Now if you experienced any pinching when we did those exercises, then to protect your joint, bring the hand a little bit lower on the wall. So you get to do your own assessment and make sure that the angles of these exercises are right for you. Okay, fingers facing back, and now turn to face forward. So you're walking away from the wall, turning away from the wall, and use the opposite hand to massage the chest area that we have been focusing on. Dig your fingers in there, and very gently move the head side to side, maybe bringing the chin down towards the shoulder or down towards the chest. Explore, feel, stretch out. Some of these stretches might feel quite intense. It's very good for us, but don't go too hard on yourself. Be gentle. Deep breaths. All right, and bring it back. Shake it out. Now, a really interesting one. We'll place the back of the hand into the wall, fingers pointing towards you, and then turn to close the arm across your chest. So you're pushing the side of your arm, or the hand, into the wall, and then turn. All right, and release that. I'm sure that feels quite funny. It's actually really good for our forearms and wrist as well, especially if you work a lot on the computer. All right, let's repeat the same on the other side. So first, fingers pointing back, hand at the height of the shoulder, and turn to face forward, and open the chest, and massage the pectoral muscles. And very slow, very gentle, explore what it feels like to move your head in different angles. Take deep breaths. And release, bringing now the top of the hand onto the wall. You can see that. Top of the hand on the wall. And now turn to bring the arm across the front of your body and lean into the wall and press the back of the hand on the wall. So it requires some effort here. And release and shake it out. Squeeze your wrist a little bit, squeeze your forearm. It's all good stuff. All right. And let's come down to the floor. Favorite part, all the rolling around is coming now. So make sure that you have your ball nearby. We will use it soon. Come to all fours and take your arms a little bit wide. So the hands are not below the shoulders, but they're quite wide. And move your shoulders here, kind of like in figure eights, side to side, making circles. Making circles. Let your head drop. And just kind of loosening up here. Move your head side to side. Get juicy in the shoulders. All right. And now bring the hands shoulder width apart. And we'll trace with our thumb, trace the inside of the opposite arm across the chest and open the chest. Lift the elbow and then extend the arm. Exhale, bring it down and change sides. Tracing with the thumb, going across the chest, lift the elbow and extend the arm. Exhale down and change. Let's repeat twice more on each side. All right. Shake it out. And this is one of my favorites, a lot of people's favorites. Inhale, open up the right arm. Exhale, bring it under and through. And make sure that there's a lot of space between the shoulder and the ear. So don't let this happen where the ear and the shoulder come together. Look for the opposite action. Taking the shoulder away from the ear. Lots of space here. Keep the hips up, your thighs vertical. And really open and reach with your right arm out and across. It actually helps here a little bit to pull the wrist away with the left hand. And then wrap the left arm around your low back and twist to look up. Now, most people stay here, and this is totally fine if you want to stay here, but if you want to feel a little bit more stretch on the trapezius area, on the top of the shoulders. Follow with me. And extend the right leg. Now bring the left hand to the floor, kind of up overhead, and this will help you to maintain your balance. Also make sure that your hair is not getting caught. Make sure it's out of the way. Extend the left leg and bring your left leg towards your right hand. And this will give you a lot of stability. And now tuck your chin towards the chest and allow your body weight to now roll up towards the shoulders. Slowly. If you need to come back, you can do so. Another thing you can do is just hold onto this left ankle with the right hand and let your body weight roll up over the shoulders, and then the left arm might just drop to the floor. Breathe here, allowing gravity to be the therapist. Use gravity, bringing your body weight down into the right top of the shoulder. And slowly roll back up and to all fours and shake it out. All right, I'll show it again. And this time I'll show it from this angle so you have a better understanding of what's happening here in case you felt a little bit lost in that previous example. And if you're watching this video afterwards, just watch, pause, and then go and do it. Don't try to look at the camera while we're doing these intense exercises on the shoulders, because you can strain the neck, and that's not what we're looking for. Okay, second side, left arm up and through. We'll hold here for a few breaths in your regular thread the needle posture. Wrap the arm around, maybe holding onto your pants to turn and open the chest. And then bring the right arm. If you want to intensify the experience, follow to the next pose. Extend the right leg and take it out to the right, towards the left hand that's extended underneath you. Allow the body weight to roll onto the shoulders. Maybe the right arm drops to the floor. You can also hold with this hand that's underneath. You can hold that leg. Find a place that feels good. Allowing gravity to be the therapist here. And slowly come out. Whew. That is one of my favorite shoulder releases. And shake it out. That's top of the shoulder, so trap and neck release. So that really stretches out and opens up this area for me. It's quite amazing. All right, and my other favorite thing to do is to roll around the floor with the ball and target these areas of the trapezius. Now for this one, if you have long hair, I recommend holding it up because your hair can get caught with the ball. So there you go. That frees up my neck. Okay, so come down, and can you see me well there? I think so. Looks like it. Okay, so come to the floor. Hopefully you have a blanket on the floor where you can roll around freely. So I put this whole area to roll around. Okay, bend the knees, feet on the floor, and this is going to be your machinery for shoulder therapy is going to be to lift your body weight and direct it towards the shoulders so that gravity can be the therapist here. And of course the ball is also going to be your therapist. So go ahead and bring the ball, and we're targeting the area between the shoulder blade and the spine. This is our problem zone right here. So we're targeting soft tissue, not bones. All right, so bring the ball right between the shoulder blade and the spine. Oh my God, and you might already be finding some pretty intense places. Now if you want to keep your hips down, that's okay. You can mobilize your shoulder and find those really tight spots. And again, if you want to intensify the experience, lift the hips. In that way, you're directing more body weight towards the shoulders and increasing the pressure that you're feeling with the ball. And move and explore. So you get to direct the ball to the areas that are problematic for you. You're giving yourself this massage. And now, if you find a really good spot, the next thing you can do is direct the arm up and down. I'm kind of helping it with the other hand so that this arm, the one that's receiving the pressure, can be as relaxed as possible. Find different spots. Woo. And some are pretty intense, pretty tender, especially if you've been stressed out these days. Who has not been stressed out these days? I wonder what their secret is. There's a lot going on out there, so being a little stressed is normal. And there's tools to reduce the effect of stress. This is one of them. And stress is just a natural response of our body, of our system, our nervous system, to adapt to change. So it's totally normal and okay to be a little stressed because you are adapting. That's what you need right now. You need to adapt to the change. All right, another good thing to do here is wave the arm. up and down, keeping it level with the floor. So find a juicy spot, and then up and down. If you notice, I'm wiggling around because I am adjusting and finding different angles to target the areas that feel more sore. Ooh, if you find a good one, you can hold there for a little bit. Oh, maybe turning the hand up and down. It's actually quite intense, but also feels there's a lot of relief in finding these pressure points. And if you need to just hold and breathe, you can do that. Holding and breathing is also very good. Holding still is very good to allow the system to relax into it and to feel like it's okay. It's okay to let go. Whew. All right, let's go to the other side. So I'll switch it around. Oh yeah. Woo. Sometimes one side is more sensitive or a little bit more sore. So take it easy. So here I found a good spot, and I'm directing my arm up and down, trying to keep, in this case, my left arm, the one that's receiving the ball, trying to keep it as relaxed as possible. Remember, you can do this also with the hips down. You can also bring one of your yoga blocks. Where are the yoga blocks? Oh, they're way over there. Or a cushion under the hips, and that will give you that increase in body weight towards the shoulders that you need. And it all depends on each one of us and our level of tolerance with intense sensation. This is pretty intense. All right, and I'm continuing to explore different spots, and now waving the arm up and down, level with the floor. Ooh, this one is pretty good. You can also turn the hand up and down. Find that intense spot. Oh, I have a monkey on my shoulder here. And then turn the hand up and down. Woo. So this is all a lot of personal exploration and personal creativity. Another one you can do is interlace your hands behind your head and rock side to side. This one is less intense because you're not bringing more body weight into towards the ball, but you're gently directing the weight down. So this one works really well if you're having a hard time with tolerating the intensity of the ball. Just allow the neck to be as passive as possible so you're not tensing the neck when you're doing this. All right, what else? I think we've covered the key elements of this rolling around. Oh, so intense, so good. So find your juicy spot and breathe there. Woo. Soften, release. Whoa, that's so good. All right. Oh my God, my neck feels so loose right now. Right? I might have to work more on the left side. It's quite juicy. All right, and let's test it out. So if you were using a strap before to hold behind your back, you can go back to the strap and grab it. Just remember, thumbs out. Where is my strap? I want to show it. Still with the strap. But if you can interlace your hands behind your back, go ahead and do that. I'll show it with the strap. Fold the strap. Thumbs pointing out. And rock a little bit side to side to come up to the top of the shoulders and lengthen the neck so you're not crunching the chin in towards the chest, but lift the chin so that it points, you're facing straight up to the ceiling, and press the arms down into the floor. And now walk your feet out to the right. Walk, 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 feet to the right. And then lower your hips on the other side of your right arm. Whew. Rest here. And lift the hips, and let's go to the other side. Walk the feet all the way, all the way, all the way to the left, and bring your hips over the other side of the left arm. And release. Let go of your strap. Ooh, open the arms. Wiggle around the floor a little bit. Oh, feel it out. Extend the arms up overhead. Ooh, extend your legs. Big, big, big stretch. And bend the knees. Wrap your arms around you, reaching for the edge of the shoulder blade. And lift your chin, rock a little bit side to side, giving yourself a little hug, and then change the other arm on top. Grab the edge of the shoulder blade, curl up, and rock a little bit side to side. And release. Whew. All right, my friends, you are welcome now to stay rolling around the floor, maybe moving in different and new ways, exploring new sensations, and releasing your shoulders, stretching them out, moving them around, whatever you need to wrap it up. Maybe try out this again and see how that feels. Wow, for me it feels a little bit more free, a little bit more open. How about interlacing and rolling into a little ball? That also feels good. All right. I hope this session helped you to feel some release in the shoulders. Mine feel pretty good now. I definitely was having the stress reaction of bringing the shoulders up into my chest. Shoulders up into my ears. So be kind to yourself. Maybe give yourself a little neck rub now. This feels really good. Pulling my neck. Look, my fingers are here. And I'm pulling to one side. And then to the other. Fingers here. And pulling. Like sliding the fingers across the back of the neck and the base of the skull. Feels really good. This also thumbs in the base of the skull. Fantastic. Phenomenal. I'm digging the thumbs deep into the base of the skull. All right, my friends, take care. See you soon. And go do something to release stress this weekend. Have fun. Ciao, ciao.